Well, good morning to you. Guy Watson here, Bognor Regis Bonsai. I thought we'd start this video just by showing you a couple of weeping willows that have been kept slightly differently. This one here has been kept at the top of the garden in a tray full of water, and lots of it bits have died off. I'll bring you in so you can see that. Okay, there's the overall view of the tree, but as we come in you can see that from down here upwards all this up here is dead, and we've also died off on this branch here. New sprouting's coming off here, so, and you can see it's been kept in a tray of water because just look at the roots. So I think that goes to show that this has all died off from being kept in the water all the time, and I think some of the roots have died off with root rot, and they have affected different parts of the tree which they were feeding. So, and I'll show you one that now, the one that hasn't been kept submerged in water, but has been watered regularly in well drained soil. I'll go and get it out. Okay, so this weeping willow hasn't been kept in water. Been watered regularly, but as I say, well drained soil, and there's no dieback on this one. Oh, hang on, there is a little bit there. We'll just chop that off. That is the only bit. Well, I've got some wire marks on it because I wanted to wire down the weeping bits, but unlike the last one that had a massive amount of dieback. Another small bit of dead there. This tree is positively thriving. Got some roots coming out of the pot which I'll deal with later just by chopping them off. But the total difference in the type of tree. So this one has just been watered regularly in well drained soil, not kept standing in a tray of water, and I think to me that is the way that these weeping willows have got to be grown. Right, I will chop off bits of that other one for now, but I'm very pleased with this one and how it's growing. Thought you'd like to see that. I'm not doing any more work on this one today, but looking good. Okay, so let's get back to this little chap here. Right. We have to get rid of all this dead stuff. Try and tidy that cut up a bit. So in future I've got a couple more willows up by the poly house. I mean, these ones up there, this was actually a cutting of the other one I showed you. But I'm not going to keep them in water anymore. Oh, I can't get in there. There we go. Right, and this is obviously dead here. This is dead. There's a lot more dead on this one than there was on the other one. I think the other one was just like a normal tree. Right. Sure, I think we tied it up a bit more. There we go, and let's chop these soggy roots off. What I might actually do, now I've tried to recover this one, I might just give it a quick repot. In fact, that seems like a damn good idea. So that's a plan. Can't leave this alone now. I'm going to repot it. Right. Yeah, I think this repot's necessary, because just to see what the roots are like. I'm sure they're going to be absolutely black and horrible. Let's rip it. Right. Oh, it's soggy as anything, this. This was just gritty compost, I think it was planted in. It is damp, very damp. Let's take it off that. Oh. Oh dear, dear, dear. There's a big root I see coming in here. That could be a taproot. Once again, as I went off half-cocked on this jog, because I wasn't planning on a repot, I've left a lot of my tools inside. I'll go and get them back in a minute. Okay, well here we are again. Oh, I've got a tickle in my throat, sorry about that. Right, now we got some scissors. Just chop that off for now, don't want it. In fact, a lot of these roots will be coming off. I think what I'm going to do now is go and give the roots a wash. Back in a minute. Well, I have seen nicer looking roots, but let's see what we can make of them. As I said, I don't need these big thick ones. And there's another thick one. And these up here, too high, the root base is going to be down here. That looks like the root base there. Right. Or am I going to make the root base right at the bottom? I'm going to take these two off because they're the thick ones. I think that is looking as though the root base is going to have to start from down here. A lot of the tree died, and this root's looking a bit black. That looks too long over that. Okay, and we can just chop these off here. And I think that'll look all right. Right, so let's get the pot sorted out, put some screening in the bottom of it, then we'll come back and repot. Okay, well here's the pot I chose. It's another one that I bought off eBay, off Paz 8866. And it's got a nice big drainage hole at the bottom. And I think it'll suit the tree quite well. Hopefully we'll be able to train it to cascade or weep over. Right, let's get some soil in there. That's a bit more than that. There we go. I don't think I'll need to tie this in, I'll just put some rocks over it once it's done. Actually, I think this will be the front because I quite like that design. Let's try and prod that down with my chopstick. Go. Oh, I hope this makes it now. It's not going up in a tray full of water. Be watering it every day. Bit more. There, and I think that'll have to do. Okay, I think I've got some rocks behind me. The odd couple of small ones. One more, this one. There. I didn't expect to do a repot today, but I'm glad that it's done. Let's just give you a quick 360 of it. Why don't I pull you back a bit? Right, the final 360 then. Front I think might be roughly there. That's definitely the back, isn't it? Side and back round to the front. In fact, that view there might make a nice front view in the future, but as it's leading towards turning that way, I think that makes a nice front at the moment. Okay, an unexpected pot, but I'm glad it's come out the way it has. Right, cheerio for now.